Welcome back to Making Money Matter, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to go live, but my technology failed me. So I'm going to record this and hopefully you find a little bit of value. Now, the reason I wanted to do this, I was going live a little bit a year ago and during COVID, haven't done it for a little while. So I'm hoping that you find some value from this, because the reason I'm wanting to record this today, lots of people coming to me saying, goodness me, the gold price is really high. It's so expensive. I think I'm late to the party. Or they come to me and they say, it's really difficult. I just don't even understand how to get started. Well, the first thing I would say to you is in a couple of weeks, actually, no, mid-March, we will be hosting the Gold Coast Gold Conference here on the beautiful Gold Coast. And the reason that I wanted to come on today was to say that the information that you'll find at the Gold Coast Gold event is going to be amazing. It's going to knock your socks off. But in advance of that, I want you all to understand it's not that difficult, because you need to understand that gold is money and everything else is credit. And right now, governments around the world, it doesn't matter which country you're in, are debasing your currency. But we all feel very comfortable with our currency because you see it on your phone, because it's numbers on a bank account, and you see it when people transact in it. You know, you buy a cup of coffee and you tap on your phone, or you give them cash. That's starting to disappear. But what I want you all to understand is that the devaluation of the currency is going at quite a rapid pace. But governments around the world don't want you to know this. They want you, they'll call it inflation, they'll call it all sorts of things. But the fact of the matter is very clear. When you understand it's not the price of gold that's going up, it's the value of your currency that is being debased, that is going down, that is eroding your purchasing power. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping to educate each and every one of you. And I'm going to give you a couple of stats that I got from Grant Williams recently, who's a fantastic guy. I see him every year over at the Rick Rule conference in Boca Raton, another great event where some of the smartest minds, including Rick, talk to us about what's happening in the global economy and what's going on. And I'll put a link below as to how you can register for the conference in Boca Raton. I'll be there. It's in July. It's in Florida. And the people that you will meet, second to none. You can go up and talk to people like Grant Williams, Rick Rule, one-on-ones. It's absolutely fantastic. Rick makes himself available to all attendees, and it is a fantastic conference. But recently, Grant Williams said the following. Back in 2003, a medium house in the US would cost approximately 64 ounces of gold. So he measured it in gold. Today, that same medium house, in terms of how much gold you need to purchase it, is gone down. It's cheaper, if you like, by 71%. That's right, 71% today, and that's in gold terms. So if I leave you with nothing else today, is to understand that it's not the price of gold going up, it's the number of Australian dollars, US dollars, yen, yuan, whatever it is. It's the number of those dollars that you need to give in order to purchase an ounce, 10 ounces, a kilo of gold. So just remember, it's not necessarily the price of gold going up. It's the debasement. It's the devaluing of currency that is being delivered right before our very eyes, but nobody ever, it's like we've got the blinkers on, like the horse with the blinkers. It's okay for the moment. It's okay until it's not. So that's what I really want you to know. We've got a keynote speaker coming to speak at Gold Coast Gold. His name is Daniel Want from Prerequisite Capital. Now, some of you will go, who? Daniel Want? Never heard of him. Well, when you listen to what Daniel's going to present to you, this is data. He is a very, very deep thinker. The data doesn't lie. He will show you things that will absolutely blow your mind, including things like why gold will outperform property over the next 10 years in terms of purchasing power. So there's only about 3,000 tons a year of gold that is produced each year. And that's not a lot. So in 1971, the price of gold was, in US dollars, $35 an ounce. In 1980, it went up to 880 US dollars. It then came back down to about 200. But today, as I speak to you today, on the last day of January 2025, the gold price in US dollars is 2,795, just about to crack the 2,800, which a year ago we would have thought was a pipe dream. Now, in Australian dollar terms, that's 4,489. Now, if you'd purchased, if you'd, I guess, shifted your paper currency into gold and purchased gold 12 months ago, the Australian dollar has fallen by 43% in 12 months. 43% in 12 months. And the number, again, I can go back to the gold price performance over the last 20 years and show you that, if you'd purchased gold 20 years ago, it's nearly $4,000 higher than it was 20 years ago. And that's a 720% decrease in the Australian dollar. 5 years ago, 90%. A year ago, as I just said, 43%. And even over the past 30 days, 5%. But I don't want you to focus on the price of what gold is costing you. It's what it's going to cost you if you do nothing. So silver, by the way, has also started to play catch up. In US dollar terms today, last day of January, it is just over $31, which means it has now cracked $50 Australian. A lot of people saying, do you think silver is better than gold? Look, my preference is gold, but I do think that silver is going to have a very, very good year, as I think gold will as well. Now, in terms of how do you get started, we've got on the Gold Events website, goldevents.com.au, very, very how to buy gold. Very, very simple. Here on the Gold Coast, we've got, you can buy it from PMT Refinery, one of the beautiful sponsors of our event. You can purchase it from, I live on the Gold Coast, Gold Bullion Australia. We've got our major sponsor, Liberty Bullion. They're based in Melbourne, but they will ship anywhere in Australia. So I'm going to update the dealers that we trust on our website, so you can just go there. You can, ABC Bullion, based in Sydney, but they've also got an office in Brisbane, another office in Perth. All of these companies are reputable, and I would urge you to get yourself educated. And by getting educated, you'll protect your purchasing power, but it is not difficult. Our first session at Gold Coast Gold will be a panel discussion where we're going to teach you all the different ways that you can get involved and move your clown money, currency, whatever you want to call it, into real money, which is gold and silver, and all the different ways that you can do it. And I really do think that right now you see the economy as it is based on currencies. But I think that will change, because all fiat currencies over time in history have been debased to zero. I mean, there are many ways to look at it. I don't want you to sell your house and your children and go all in, but I do want you to protect your purchasing power. And that's why I do these events where it's educational, but we're also going to have some ASX listed mining companies there. Why? Because I don't think the equities market has yet caught up to the fact that the Australian dollar gold price is nearly $4,500. And so these companies, there's explorers, there's developers, there's producers. Now, you can start, if you're worried, by going down and just buying the producers who, like, the amount of cash that they're starting to pull off is insane. But I do believe, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant, but I do believe that this era of a gold bullion market, we're only just getting started. So I would urge all of you that are watching this to get ahead of the game, to get ahead of everyone out there that's putting their head in the sand and saying, I'm fine with my fiat currency. Seriously, please come to Gold Coast Gold. I will be there, as will the Melbourne Cup, by the way. But we want to educate you. We want you to be amongst people that can help you. It's a great community of people. And we all urge you to try and understand, or no, to understand, to get educated. Don't try, just do. And make sure that you come along. This is not a sales pitch. It doesn't make a massive difference to me whether you're there or not, but it will make a massive difference to you. Enjoy your weekend. And, please hit like and subscribe if you found this useful. But go to goldevents.com.au. Make sure that you book your ticket to Gold Coast Gold. Please come and get educated. Come and say hi to me. And let's all make sure that we protect our wealth as we go forward into the next half of this decade. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.